because sometimes I'm not sure if I'm on muted or not muted. Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay.
All right. Good morning, y'all. This is Cooking and Learning Care with Care segment with Chef Destiny and Chef Asya, and it is a beautiful Monday. Glad to have made it through the weekend, and we could go ahead and get started, Asya.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I hope everybody had a great weekend. I did. Today I'm going to make for you two dishes. They're going to be two salads. One is going to be a black eyed pea salad, and one is going to be a little twist on the typical carrot salad we might be used to. For the black eyed pea salad, you're going to need, I would go with a can of black eyed peas to keep it simple, but you would need a can of black eyed peas. You would rinse them and drain them, okay? You're going to need some diced bell pepper. You can use whatever color you want. I had green, so I used green. Try to dice it pretty small so that it is small like the black eyed peas, okay? Then you're also going to use green tomato. Now, green tomatoes, I know we typically might be used to frying them, like a good fried green tomato. Destiny had a good recipe a couple of weeks ago of good fried green tomato. I like to use it in this salad because it gives a tang, and it's also a firmer tomato, so it's gonna hold up. Okay, but you can use any type of tomato that you want. I'm using a green tomato, so you would dice that small as well. You also want some scallions, some green onions. Dice it very small as well. You add that to the salad. And then I also have jalapeno. I love jalapeno. Once again, if the heat is too much, you can take the seeds out and just use the bell pepper and it will not be as spicy. But I'm using the seeds, so I'm putting the jalapeno in there. For the seasonings, the dry seasonings, you just need to lightly salt it because you know canned beans, canned vegetables do have salt. So lightly salt it, and I'm just using black pepper and paprika. If you want to use other seasonings, that's up to you, but I feel like the vinaigrette we're gonna put on top of it has a lot of flavor. Okay, so you put that all into your bowl. You would mix it together.
Who is that?
Chef
Destiny? Oh, no.
Chandra! Oh, sorry, y'all.
Now, for the vinaigrette that you're going to put on your black eyed pea salad, I personally like a olive oil vinegar type of vinaigrette. You can use a vinaigrette is like half oil, half vinegar, okay, with whatever seasonings you choose. This is a store-bought product called submarine dressing, and you can find it. I found this at Publix, and you can put it on your sub, but it also goes well on salad. It just has oil, red wine vinegar, some herbs like oregano, etc., and it's very delicious. It has a tang that complements the salad very well. So you would just dress your salad however, you know, according to how much vinaigrette that you want. Now let me see if I can get in here and show you the salad mixed together. Walk around. Y'all see the mixed salad together?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I will let this set for about 20 minutes minimum until service because it just lets all the flavors get to know each other and it makes it gets it to marinate a little bit more to help develop the flavors. So while that's sitting and marinating, I'm gonna tell you about the second salad. The second salad is a carrot salad, but it has a little twist that we're gonna do. In here, you have shredded carrots. You can use the pre-shredded carrots to save you some time. I just shredded a whole carrot. I also have some green onion as well that I cut very, very small. And the twist for this salad is usually for carrot salads, you might see it with raisins, I'm gonna use a combination of craisins and dried pineapples. So it's gonna give you that sweetness that the raisins give as well. But I'm using both craisins and dried pineapples. So you mix that together. Now the dressing that you put on this carrot salad is going to be mayonnaise, a little bit of mustard. The mustard that I used was honey mustard. And mustard may seem like, why would we put that in there? But it gives a back flavor note that I can't really describe, but it's just a little that goes into it with the mayonnaise, the little hint of honey mustard, and just squeeze some lemon, okay? So you would dress your carrot salad with that. And just like the black eyed pea salad, to me, it tastes better if you let the ingredients marinate for a good 20 minutes before you decide to serve this salad, so everybody can get to know each other and just all the flavors can develop. So let me show you the final product of both salads. Can y'all see those?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so here we have the black eyed pea salad. I just dressed it with cilantro for garnish. And over here we have the carrot salad. And instead of adding raisins, we add craisins, cut up dried pineapples, a little scallion with our dressing. And these are two very healthful, delicious salads. Fun fact, 1 cup of black eyed peas is enough iron that you need for the entire day. So increase your blood. And we already know about all the health properties of carrots. Good for your eyes, beta carotene, etc. Are there any questions about these salads?
I just like to make a comment. I like the idea of marinating the black beans for 20 minutes. Yeah.
A little bit more flavor.
I have a question.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
said it's the dressing you use. You said you bought it in the store. What?
Yes, ma'am.
Did the dressing?
It's called
Who's that?
original. I'm not sure if you can see it. Original submarine dressing.
Oh, so, okay. Thank you. Original submarine dressing. Okay.
That's really good too. We use that in my house.
Yes, it's very
Original.
good.
Okay.
Very
Is that
good.
in the is that on the shelf in the Whole Foods, or is that on the shelf where the regular dressings are?
Okay, I found this one at Publix near the deli section of Publix.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Or you can make your own. Half oil, half of vinegar with some seasoning.
With what now? Half oil, half vinegar with
Any seasonings you
in the
choose.
seasons you want. Oh, okay.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Thank you.
You're welcome. If there's no questions, Chef, that's all I have for today.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
So what I'm gonna be doing for you guys is a muffin cup egg quiche, and that we're gonna cook in the oven, and Korean corn dogs. But I'm switching it to regular Korean corn dogs, and we're gonna be doing a breakfast style Korean corn dog. Has anybody ever had Korean corn dogs?
No.
No.
I haven't either, but Auntie Pam, I want that to be our next little outing. We can go this weekend if you want to just go. They have them at the Korean markets called H Mart. And normally they have mozzarella cheese and different stuff like that in theirs. So first, for our muffin cup egg quiche, Kim, our instructor, brought me some very nice brown eggs from a farm. Some nice, y'all look in the short camera, you can see them. These are straight from a farm. So I'm gonna crack these eggs in here. So I'm gonna do 6 eggs.
What's the color of the yolk?
It's a bright yellow. I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
Second. They're very nice eggs. All right, so this is the color of the eggs.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Make a good custard.
Yeah, very good. Hey, Mr.
Hey.
The egg yolk looks a little better. So what I did was slice some mushrooms, onions, and garlic. I sauteed that. Close up of that. We're gonna add that in with our eggs. I did about 1 onion and about 4 mushrooms. I took some spinach and chopped it up, chiffonade style. I'm gonna add that in. Then we're gonna add a little milk. I'm gonna say about just 2 tablespoons. Now for the seasoning, of course, my Mrs. Dash, a little black pepper, a little or a lot, depending on what you like. And I'm using some Tony Satcheries. Now we're gonna mix that up. Oh, and that's when I mix some cheese. Any kind you want, it's up to you. So this is what our mixture is looking like. And what I did is take my muffin cups, I greased them really good. And it's good to chiffonade the spinach because depending on the size of your muffin cup, it might not fit properly in there. So greased muffin cup, we're gonna fill them up to the top. And we're gonna bake this for 15 minutes on 325.
Could you bake it like in a casserole dish and or a square pan and?
Yes, you can bake it in just a square pan, a round pan. It's up to you. I just like the look of the muffins and it's different.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it should be. Your muffin cups.
Yes.
And then when we get to the final, one more thing. I like cream cheese, so I'm just gonna break off a couple bits of cream cheese. And this gives it another look too. Just gonna pinch off a piece and push it right on the top.
Mm.
So that's the final piece of that. We'll come back to that after we finish with the corn dogs. So these are breakfast style Korean corn dogs. I got some Jimmy Dean link sausage. I put them on a skewer so everybody can see.
Miss Destiny.
Yes, ma'am.
They have a version of sausage that I've been eating for years. It's supposed to be like a mock or replica of Jimmy Dean, but it's vegan. It's called Gimme Lean.
Jimmy Lean.
No, Gimme Lean. Gimme.
Timmy.
Jenny?
No, give me, like give me.
Oh, give me lean.
Yeah, give me lean. Yeah.
And where do you purchase that at? Whole Foods?
Get that 7 Whole Foods, probably like Kroger too in the health food section.
Oh, okay. Well, you know I'm gonna need to try some. Okay, so for our Korean corn dogs, what you're gonna need, I took 4 potatoes. but they were small. But you can use one large big potato. You want to peel it, then you want to dice it like I showed you in our other class into little cubes like that. Everybody can see that?
Mm-hmm.
Then
Yes.
you're going to boil these just for 2 minutes and take them out, drain them. Then you're going to dry them on paper towels. After you dry them on the paper towels, you're going to put it back into your container and you're going to add 2 tablespoons of flour. You want the potatoes totally coated in the flour. Your next step is get whatever kind of pancake mix you like. Aunt Jemima is the most popular. I use half of the box for this. So what you want to do is, I didn't use the recommended amount of water on the box because I'm not making pancakes. I'm making something else, so I need the batter to be a little bit more sticky. So I started off with a 1/3 cup of water until it got, I can only show you by hand the consistency. So it's still like, you see how it's kind of sticking to my finger still?
Yes.
That's the consistency you want. And then you're going to need some breadcrumbs or panko. I have some panko right here, or you can just use breadcrumbs. So for the process, I've had my grease going hot. I have my sausage on the skewer. What we're going to do is, and you have to move fast with this, we're going to dip it into our pancake batter. It's really sticky, so it's going to stick. You want to help it out by just forming it around it. So it should look like this. Then we're going to go immediately into the potatoes, but you're going to have to make the pat the potatoes on like this. Like you can see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Then you're going to roll it into the panko. And mash the panko good in there, whatever breadcrumb you chose to use. Pack it in there really good. So it's gonna look like this. Everybody can see that? Right into our grease. I'm gonna change my gloves and do another one. Because we do what?
Clean as we go.
As we go.
All right.
That's a new book.
Yes. I don't ever want y'all to forget it. You wouldn't believe a lot of people not clean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just eating at anybody's house.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna tell you, in my house, I can't even start cooking if the kitchen ain't clean. I gotta clean the whole kitchen.
Right.
But some people live their lives like that.
I gotta wipe it all down. I mean, counter, stove.
Yeah.
Everything.
9 yards.
Yesterday, I just started to do my regular cleaning my floor, and I ended up rearranging my whole room. But it was good because sometimes when you do that, you feel new, you feel fresh. It's the change.
Yeah.
And I think too, Chef, since we've been home, you looking at stuff more so. I know I changed my whole room around.
Yeah, you definitely get to see everything. Get them baseboards.
Yep.
See, I had a daddy who did the finger test. I don't know if y'all know about the finger test. Oh, y'all, it's looking beautiful. Look at that.
Wow.
And you might need to use 2 skewers because they get a little heavy. Here's our next raw going in. See it in the raw stage? Into the grease. Now, isn't this a fun, different little breakfast idea?
It is.
Yes.
Set up the same assembly line. If y'all haven't noticed, I'm very family orientated, and I've been cooking since I was a kid. I have 4 brothers and 1 sister on my dad's side. I have 3 brothers on my mom's side, and I've always been the one to cook for everybody and to cook family style meals. If you ever come to one of my house dinners or something, you know I can barely cook for just 2 people because I'm so used to just cooking in family style.
Right. It's an army. It'd be 4 of
Yeah.
us in the army, like several pans of macaroni.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Big.
And then you learn with brothers, you learn how to conserve food and stuff like that because boys, they eat all day long, drink all day long. I commend parents because I don't see how my parents fed 6 kids in one house.
Sometimes you gotta put them leftovers in a container and put them in the vegetable drawer. They're not going in there.
No.
Another thing is my parents had separate refrigerators and cabinets, so we knew that was their stuff. But we grew up on the fish sticks and baked bean casserole. A lot of stuff I won't eat today. It just triggers. It triggers stuff. And just like with Thanksgiving coming up, I know my dad, he's known for the next day or, you know, by the 3rd or 4th day after you tired of Thanksgiving leftovers, he makes what he calls a hash. And that's pretty much just everything from Thanksgiving all together. But I haven't ate that neither since I was a child, nor bell peppers. I'll make it, but I won't eat it. But I'm definitely excited. I really want to go to H Mart and try the traditional Korean style corn dogs. If you're into YouTube and you watch ASMRs or mukbangs like I do, they do a lot on there as well. And this is cute because now with the traditional Korean, they don't use pancake batter. They make their own batter from scratch out of yeast and flour and water and salt. All right, so our second one is done. Everybody can see that one is
Wow.
golden.
Yes.
Any questions so far? We got 2 more to do. I know we need to make some announcements. Thanksgiving Day, and Ms. Terrell, you can back me up on it. We are doing where you can call in.
No, we're gonna do a Zoom. It's gonna be Buffy's link because we know a lot of people are going to be by themselves on Thanksgiving because the recommendations are that you really shouldn't have people in your home or have small gatherings. So we decided we're just going to get on at 11 o'clock just for a few minutes and check in with people because we don't want anybody to be by themselves, and just wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. It's not going to be anything heavy. We just want to make sure we're touching people.
So if y'all don't have anything to do, or even if you do, you still want to join in on Thanksgiving, please do. I'm supposed to go home to Ohio, but the way things are looking, my mother is kind of worried and kind of don't want me to travel now because Ohio's numbers are going up, our numbers are going up, and my mother is recovering from cancer. So, you know, I don't want to, I mean, she's been recovered, but you know what I mean? She's more susceptible, and I don't want to bring nothing. So y'all pray. I'm praying too, because I'm gonna be really sad if I can't go.
Right.
And
But you just have to be careful, Chef, because you know, I had the conversation with my son because unfortunately this week, you know, I was doing the ballot recount. And so I've been exposed to more people than I have since March. So I don't know. And I just want to make sure everybody's okay around me.
right. It's a struggle every day. And go ahead, Miss Betty.
I said we just have to stay in prayer and be prayerful and do what we need to do, you know, wear our mask and stuff, and when we get back in, strip down and everything. Yes,
And what I was talking to y'all about last week is starting already, as far as the wiping out the Walmart shelves and stuff like that. So today on the radio, they said that they were going back to counting each person that comes in Walmart so they don't let too many people.
Limiting how many?
Yeah, I've seen them outside still doing, because at one point they would be out there wiping the carts off, and then it got to the point they weren't doing it. Then they had the tables where you could wipe your own stuff up. I just noticed that there are more people outside doing that now too.
Yeah, because the numbers are definitely going back up everywhere. That's what at least the media is saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, be sure to keep stocked up on stuff because you just never know.
Yes, because they said they are gonna start cutting back on paper goods and things too.
Yeah. So I know I'm definitely going Friday and stock up some more on everything. 'Cause Lord.
Yes, Publix has already started putting limits on some of their items.
Public.
Really?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we just gotta stay prepared.
Yep.
Stay prayed up. Other announcements while those are two finished cooking. We want to do a cookie show and tell on December 9th, which is the ugly sweater contest. So prior to that, I'm going to need everybody to get some sugar cookies, dough, cutters, some dye, and some frosting. I'm going to put it all together this week. I already have it together. I do have some of y'all emails, but I can show y'all still on class too. But I'll get more into depth about that tomorrow because we want to have you guys do it with me in class on that day, and then we're going to show each other how we decorated our cookie. Something so everybody can feel inclusive.
That's December
I guess
9th.
the goal is going to be that you want them to make the cookie ahead of time or buy the sugar cookie.
Right,
And then
so we're going to probably make the cookies the day before that in class, and then on that day, we'll do the actual decorating, and then everybody, when they finish, I'll allot people time, and then we can show our cookie. We got some other announcements too, other programs coming up. But I'll let y'all know more about that as the week go on. And when they start floating, that means that they are done.
I can't wait to see what kind of sauce. What do you do? I know you got something. You dip in something.
Yeah, I just got some regular maple syrup.
I knew you had something.
Because you're supposed to I got regular sugar in here and powdered sugar. And you got to dust the corn dogs with them. They do this with their regular, because they use hot dogs, but they do this with theirs too, but the sugar thing, that's something they do. But I thought it would go well on these breakfast ones. And if I go try them this weekend, I'm definitely gonna record the experience, take some pictures, and let y'all know how I like them. They look so pretty. I can't wait to taste it too. And I guess you could use any kind of meat you want, really. It doesn't have to be pork sausage. You can use Kim's Gimme Lean sausage.
I didn't realize there were an imitation Mrs. Dash seasoning.
Yeah, I'm sure they got imitation everything. All right, so let me show you guys. In the close-up camera first. Grease. Okay, so this is what your egg muffins gonna look like when they come out. And I can show you that they pop out easy.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you butter them good. So, here's our corn dogs and our egg muffins. Those are the ones I made earlier.
Good breakfast. So
These are the ones we just did in class.
Wow.
Okay.
It's up to you. It has potatoes on it, so if you want to dip it in ketchup, that's up to you. But it's breakfast, so I just paired it with some maple syrup. But don't those look so pretty?
Yes.
You could probably do little balls too, right?
You said what?
Like do them in little balls, or
Oh,
so.
yeah. You can, long as you get your batter sticky enough so everything can stick. And once you pat it down, you can do really whatever shape you like.
That's cute.
You can pat them down. After you pat them, stick them in the freezer for a minute so they'll hold their shape. And then fry them. You know what I'm saying? So whatever really is triangles, it depends on what kind of meat you want to use. So nobody's sitting on recipes this week, so we're going to just do our own thing. But whenever y'all get ready, I'll just send some more recipes.
Okay.
I hope y'all enjoyed these recipes.
Oh yeah.
It's the end of class. It's so delicious. They was checking me coming up the hallway today, y'all. They said, it's going the wrong way. You need to be turning this way. Because they saw what I had on the plate already. And they said, well, when you get done, you know where we at. I said, yeah, I'll try to get them some stuff that I have left over extra, but I don't know, they got a new sheriff in town. They was having some kind of meeting when I came in today.
Oh, well.
With a new guy. But if there are no further questions or anything, we are done. I just wanted to say a shout out to my cousin Chandra. Where's she at, Auntie?
She's in doing her, she's on working. She's
okay.
In the
She's
room.
a very smart young lady who has already traveled the world many more places than I done been. I'm very proud of her and all my cousins.
Yes.
I really can't say nothing bad about nobody in my family. Pretty much people do what they need to do, which is good. That means we had good upbringing.
Yep, that's true.
And you need a lot of that today because we don't have a lot of that. A lot of these kids today are out of their mind. Oh, but that's all we got today. We will see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Hope y'all have a blessed rest of the day. And Thanksgiving and Christmas is around the corner.
Yes,
That's right.
All right, y'all.
Good job, Asya. Good job, Chef.
Thank you.